You feel it, don't you? That civil war happening inside your head. There's a part of you, the real you, that wants to build something great. To get in shape, to launch that project, to read that book. This version of you understands the profound satisfaction that comes from effort and growth. But then there's the other part. The part that whispers, just 5 more minutes on TikTok. The part that convinces you to order takeout instead of cooking. The part that chooses the comfort of the couch over the challenge of the gym. It feels like there's an imposter living in your brain, constantly sabotaging your best intentions. And most days, the imposter wins. What if I told you that this imposter is real, it has a name, and scientists know exactly how it operates? And what if I told you there's a way to fire it? Today, we're not just talking about motivation tips. We are going deep into the neuroscience of your brain's internal battle. You're going to learn why this imposter has so much power over you, how the modern world has become its perfect playground, and the exact science-backed battle plan you can use to defeat it, and finally align your actions with your ambitions. The problem is, you're running ancient survival software in a world that has been transformed into a dopamine minefield. The architects of our digital world, the app designers, the social media engineers, the junk food scientists, are masters of exploiting this system. They have created what scientists call supernormal stimuli. These are exaggerated versions of the rewards our brains are programmed to seek. A handful of berries gave our ancestors a small dopamine hit. A candy bar loaded with processed sugar is a dopamine bomb. A brief bit of village gossip was interesting. An infinite scroll feed of curated, shocking, and validating content on TikTok or Instagram is a dopamine fire hose. Your survival brain has never encountered anything like this. It sees these supernormal stimuli and thinks it has hit the jackpot. It screams, "This is the most important thing to pay attention to." While the other part of your brain, your prefrontal cortex, the real you that handles long-term planning and discipline, is drowned out. This leads to a devastating neurological consequence called dopamine downregulation. Imagine you eat nothing but incredibly spicy food for a month. At first, it's intense, but eventually your taste buds adapt. They become less sensitive. To get the same kick, you need even spicier food. A mildly spicy dish now tastes completely bland. Your brain's dopamine receptors work in exactly the same way. When you flood your brain with cheap, easy, high-intensity dopamine from social media, video games, and junk food, your brain protects itself by literally removing dopamine receptors. It turns down the volume to avoid being overwhelmed. The result? You develop motivational tolerance. The normal, healthy activities of life, reading a book, going for a walk, having a deep conversation, doing focused work, no longer produce enough dopamine to register as rewarding. They are the bland food in a world of neurological hot sauce. It's not that you're lazy, it's that your brain has been physiologically rewired to find normal life boring. Studying feels like torture because, compared to the dopamine fireworks of a video game, it is neurologically boring to your desensitized brain. The imposter has taken over because you've spoiled its appetite. And third, social information. As social creatures, our survival depended on understanding our place within the tribe. Who is the leader? Who is a friend? Who is an outcast? Your brain is desperately hungry for social information. Social media platforms provide an infinite buffet of it. Every like, every comment, every new follower is a small piece of social validation that tells your brain, you are safe. You belong. We give our attention away so freely because these platforms are feeding a deep, primal need for social connection, even if it's a shallow digital version of it. So what's the real cost of living in this attention economy? It's not just wasted time, it's the fragmentation of our focus. The constant switching between tasks, emails, and notifications is creating a state of what experts call continuous partial attention. We are always connected, but rarely focused. This constant distraction degrades our ability to do deep, meaningful work. It erodes our ability to be truly present with our loved ones. And research is increasingly showing it's a major contributor to rising rates of anxiety and depression. We are losing the ability to control our own minds. So, how do we fight back? How do we reclaim this precious resource? The answer is not to throw away your phone and move to the woods. The answer is to become an active, conscious user of your own attention. Here are 3 powerful strategies. First, you must conduct an attention audit. For 1 week, be brutally honest with yourself about where your attention is going. Use your phone's screen time report. Notice how many times you instinctively pick it up. How much time is spent on productive, intentional activities versus mindless scrolling. You cannot manage what you do not measure. This first step is about making the invisible visible. Second, you must create an environment of intentional friction. These platforms are designed to be frictionless. You need to reintroduce friction. Turn off all non-essential notifications on your phone. The buzzes and dings are the primary entry points for attention thieves. Move your social media apps off your home screen and into a folder on the second or third page. This small amount of friction forces you to make a conscious choice to open them, rather than doing it out of habit. Set specific times during the day to check email and social media, rather than letting them interrupt you constantly. And third, you must train your attention muscle. Your ability to focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. The best way to do this is through practices like mindfulness and single tasking. Try setting a timer for 25 minutes and dedicating that time to one task, with no distractions. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back. This is a bicep curl for your prefrontal cortex. It's difficult at first, but with practice you will rebuild your capacity for deep, sustained focus. So here's my challenge to you. This week, pick just one of these strategies and implement it. Audit your attention. Create one point of friction, or practice one 25-minute session of single tasking. Then, come back to this video and leave a comment sharing which strategy you chose and how it felt. Let's start a conversation about taking back our minds. If this video gave you a new lens through which to see the world, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of modern life, because your attention is your life and it's far too valuable to give away for free. This means creating intentional friction. Make the bad habits harder to do. Delete social media apps from your phone and only access them through a browser. Put your phone in another room when you're working. Don't keep junk food in the house. Simultaneously, you must remove friction from your good habits. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Put the book you want to read on your pillow. Keep a water bottle on your desk at all times. Make the right choice the easiest choice. You are designing a world where the real you can thrive and the imposter struggles to find a foothold. So what happens when you do this? What does life look like after you fired the imposter? Your attention span will dramatically increase. You'll be able to enter states of flow, where you are so absorbed in your work that time seems to disappear. You'll feel a profound sense of clarity and purpose because you're no longer being pulled in 1,000 different directions. And most surprisingly, you will start to enjoy doing hard things. The challenge of a workout, the focus of deep work, the struggle of learning a new skill, these will become their own reward. You won't need to trick yourself into discipline anymore. Discipline will become your default state. This isn't about becoming a productivity robot. It's about reclaiming your humanity. It's about having the freedom to direct your own mind, to choose your own life. So, here's my challenge to you. Don't just let this be another interesting video you watch. Make a decision. Identify your number one candy banana. That one app or habit that you know is hijacking your brain. Just one. And commit right now to eliminating it for the next 48 hours. Then come back here and leave a comment saying, "I'm in, let's hold each other accountable." If this deep dive into your own brain has opened your eyes, please hit the like button and subscribe. Because understanding these mechanisms is the first step to mastering them. The war for your mind is happening whether you know it or not. Today, you learned how to fight back.